All right, let's go. Is tagging tactics anyway. Capture 10 portal walls in a graffiti match. Complete blah blah blah. Zone tagging 24/7. Still team deathmatch. Yes, Sleepy D. That's pretty much all I play is Arena. So how are you guys doing? One day till Friday. I know you guys are probably excited about the weekend. What's going on? Just got off grinding TDM. Yeah, TDM specifically for someone like me just never seems to get old. It's that classic mode that just never seems to age, you know what I mean? Just got done eating dinner, getting ready to play the arena matches for another hour or two. Okay. Yeah, always important to not play when hungry. All right, what are we using? What are we using? What are we using? Amazing how the mood changes every day in terms of what I want to use. What's up, Australia? How's it going, Conroy? What time is it in Australia right now? I know it's not like Europe to where it's like 7 hours difference.
Team Deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's bring home the victory. Get the most kills to bring home the win. They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Wow, right next to me. 11:33 a.m. Okay.
Keep it up.
How you liking the updates? They're talking about everything that they're doing.
Let's turn this around.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, is there any update that I'm not aware of right now so far?
New power weapon in the arena. Payback.
We've fallen behind. Let's turn this around.
What's up, India? And just the ones next week and all the feedback. Yeah. Feedback is important. I don't think they should ever shy away from that.
Avenger.
Why does it have to take? What is this game? It's always this game. The warm up for this game always feels funky. As crazy as that sounds.
Heating up.
Ooh, I got that guy. Damn it. And then just one's next week and all the feedback they want. Yeah.
Power weapon inbound.
I hope they do more surveys.
Your opponent is halfway to the scoring threshold.
We could definitely use some more surveys.
New power weapon in the arena. Avenger.
We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Double kill.
Oh, for me, it's longer than that. I don't know if it's my age or what, but sometimes I warm up really quick, and then other times it's like it takes me like 45 minutes. What? That was... Oh, okay, you had a power weapon. Is there some sort of mode in here that's supposed to teach you about proper portaling or something? Anything, I can't wait for them to nerf that crappy wall running ability, wall hacking ability, because everybody's abusing the shit out of it.
Power weapon inbound. 5 points to go.
Victory is close. Don't back down.
Damn it.
No worries. You'll get a chance for payback soon.
Graffiti onslaught?
New power weapon in the
How in the
arena.
hell? How do I not hear him? That's my question.
So back. 5 minutes remaining.
Okay.
Victorious.
What a win! You did it! Well done!
You literally portal to win the game, really? How does that work? One thing I love about this game is just, it's like every time you get into an engagement, every time you move, every time you get it, like everything, it's just fun. You have to take enemy walls to score points. Oh. You have to get as many portals the same color as your team while the other two teams are trying to do the same. Huh. Interesting. So are you guys going to be grinding ranked when it comes out? Or are you guys just interested in the mastery camo system? Yeah, I think it's just the dev team's way of trying to get people to use portals and stuff, which in a way is kind of clever. At least I think it's clever. No real lyric guy. I'm a solo player, but I can't wait for mastery camos and a new map. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what the new map is. Never in a million years would I have believed Splitgate 2 would start off with less players than Splitgate 1. Oh,
Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to go out there
they
and
were
show
different
what you
times
got.
though. When Splitgate 1 got popular, those were
All of
different
them
times.
skills to win the match. We've taken the lead. Keep it up. Oh, well done.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Avenger.
That guy was definitely weak, all right.
New power weapon in the arena.
Good skill.
You're welcome, teammate.
Payback.
Should Splitgate have led with the whole BR thing? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. It couldn't. I don't know. RLG, they really need to nerf the portal shooting damn bullets before. Yeah. One thing I've noticed is that everybody's experience in the game is so different. Fuck.
Power weapon inbound.
What's up, Corny Puddle?
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Payback. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Okay,
Double
good shit,
kill.
teammate.
Heating up. Triple kill.
Okay. No! Crap. I just got done watching your video about the game. You made a lot of good points. Yeah, I make a lot of good points, and I also make a lot of controversial points, but that's me, I guess. Thank you for the kind words, though.
Guardian Angel.
And rightfully so, you know, not everybody's gonna agree with me. Just annoys me that players can't replace bots and not going. Yeah, that is something that they need to fix. Or take a different approach in. Ooh, he's literally 1 health. Thank you.
Power weapon inbound. Five kills to go.
We're almost there. You got this.
New power weapon in the arena. Payback. Power weapon inbound. You win.
Okay.
Brilliant performance.
Oh, these private or public?
How you doing?
These are public
Nice
matches.
work.
They're not private. I love the different factions. I feel it adds to the game, but I wish I could use whatever weapon I wanted with those factions. For example, I wish I could use Synapse AR with arrows. Yeah. No, I'm in agreement. You know, I would say the community is about 50-50 split on that. You know, I think in pubs, you should be allowed to mix and match the weapon with the factions. You know, obviously the factions need to keep their perks and they need to keep their abilities and their equipment. But, you know, in terms of using, you know, whatever weapon, I think in pubs, that should be totally fine. But for ranked, on the other hand, that is a different story, you know, because ranked is a lot more about balance and pubs should be a lot more about fun and less limits. That's my opinion, at least. Not everybody's going to agree, you know. Like in my comment section recently, I got called a pleb or whatever that means. You know, I know it's probably an English term, but I got called a pleb because I didn't understand balance. It's like, no, I understand balance. It's just that you got to understand that pubs and ranked, you know, pubs are more lenient for a reason.
Time to go out there and show what you've got. Smash it.
You know, if you look at some other games, even like X Defiant or other games that had, you know, factions or specialists, it's like they were allowed to use weapons, mix and match as well. So
Good kill.
Power weapon inbound. Close call.
what?
New power weapon in the arena.
You know, for me personally, it's the weapon that comes first, you know, that in terms of which faction I choose. Jeez, dude. Looks like it's gonna be a sweaty night. Thank you.
Payback.
Halfway to victory. Good work.
Double kill.
God, that thing is so powerful.
Beating up.
I
kill.
jump with left bumper, yes.
Power weapon inbound.
Yeah. Yeah,
New power
it's just,
weapon in
I
the
think
arena.
more than anything, it's probably the time to kill and consistency required. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, with COD games, like, it's basically the L1 for jumping is for games with like floatier jumps, you know? Helped a lot with Halo. Yep, that's the era we live in. A game gets hate just because it exists. Sadly.
5 kills to go.
Score threshold. Keep it up.
Double kill. Avenger.
Nice shots. Holy shit.
Payback.
Can anyone gonna watch Superman? No.
Victorious.
Great win. All that practice is paying off.
That is if I allow viewers to do that. If I allow viewers to do what? Oh, eventually I will. Left stick to jump and move makes more sense to me. Finger right there. Oh yeah. I used to jump using the right stick. What's it called? Stick and move, I believe it was called. But yeah, with a game with a floaty jump like Halo, or one that's like this, it's like left bumper is, it just makes sense. At first I wasn't sure, and then as soon as I started using it, I was like, boom. It just made all the sense in the world. You know, plus you don't want to use your jetpacks too much all the time because you make yourself an easier target. And well, remember, Conroy, this isn't COD, so it's not going to be as strict.
Now. 5, 4.
Besides, COD doesn't really. COD's got EOMM. Total difference.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Score the most kills, win the match. They're pulling ahead. Try to stop them. Great hit.
Power weapon inbound.
Oh, my shot is shaky today.
Oh, well done.
New power weapon in the arena.
Man, if that would have killed me, I would have shat my pants. Nice portal. Nice portal. I certainly don't mind a challenge, but the only part that annoys me is when I'm all alone and I'm facing full-on teams. That's what I particularly find it like very annoying. Other than that, I don't mind a challenge at all. It only makes you better.
Smasher. Double kill.
Damn. 3 of them. Well, ranked isn't out yet, so.
Power weapon inbound.
Oh my gosh.
Heads up, opposing team is halfway to the win.
Power weapon inbound.
Man, those guys are
Power
still over
weapon in
there?
the arena. Payback. Double kill.
Wow, nice spawn. Ooh, my teammates are definitely struggling on this one today. Yeah, these guys definitely know how to use their portals, that's for sure.
Payback.
Oh, that had to be arrows, yeah. What's up, RMD? Wow. Yep, a lot of good players on today. Yep. How in the hell are you still alive?
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
They're close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them.
Minutes remaining. Five points to go. Three kills to go.
Oh boy, is that gonna piss him off. Holy shit, it was for the win.
Victorious.
Ah, it was for the win.
Game, set, match.
Oh,
You just put
man.
on a highlight reel.
I'm trying to get my friends to jump on Splitgate 2, but they just want to rebirth Island every single day. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, despite the fact that the game may be struggling, it's pretty amazing that I still know that I'm still, like, I got company in here, you know what I mean? On a stream, nearly 20 people on a Thursday night at midnight on a game that's struggling. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, ultimately, we don't know what the player count is, to be honest. Like, we just don't know. You know, we know consoles doing better than PC. That we do know.
Team deathmatch starts
And that's
now.
about it.
5,
So we don't know the
4,
specifics of
3,
how much
2,
it's struggling.
1.
Time to go out there and show what you got. Smash it. Get the most kills and bring home the win. They're pulling ahead. Try to stop them.
Power weapon inbound.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now. Nice work.
Double kill. Triple kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Let's hurt Rayman.
Close call.
What's giving you headaches? Ooh, damn.
Guardian Angel. Double kill. Triple kill. Heating up. Avenger.
Halfway there.
Double kill. Guardian Angel.
Oh, damn, he walked right in my
Triple
bubble.
kill. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound. Double kill. Guardian Angel. Payback. New power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Heating up.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Where'd he go? Thought I heard something over there. Damn it. What are my thoughts on what? Like the wall? Hey, what's on, Gun? What's going on, Bun?
We're almost there. You got this.
Three kills to go.
Damn it. Tiring, but okay. Thanks for
Power
asking.
weapon inbound.
How about you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, shit.
Payback.
Nice shots. Nice
New
shots.
power weapon in the arena. Victorious.
Great win. All that practice is paying off.
Yeah, sounds like adulting to me. Yeah, in the last event that lasted 10 days, it was every single, like, all the teams had like 30 million points or something like that, somewhere around there. So, you know, you do the math. If a kill is if a point is a kill, and let's say your average player got, like, let's say 100, you know, you can do the math, I guess. It all depends on how much they play and all that other stuff, so. Were they lying about points totals? I don't think so. Try. And also, don't forget, usually you're going to have more points accumulating on weekends than you would on weekdays as well.
Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, Rick. Can't go wrong with the water.
5, 4, 3, 2,
So,
1.
now, in terms of changing of the wall, you mean like...
Smash it. Get the most kills to bring home the
You
win.
mean like in terms of only being able to take damage? I
Pulled
mean,
into the lead.
being invincible for the front but not the back, or is that what it was? Like,
Power weapon inbound.
holy shit, these guys are not missing.
Opponent has taken the lead.
New power weapon in the arena.
We're ahead now. Keep up the pace. Nice work.
Double kill. Payback. Heating up. That was close. Power weapon inbound. weapon inbound.
I should have already gotten my dev skin killer thing, but it didn't work. I mean, but I don't care about cosmetics too much, so. But I know that that might be a problem because I know I'm probably not the only one that killed the dev but didn't get one, so. Damn it. If they add non-disbanding lobbies, they need to.
Double kill.
Oh wow, the team is struggling that bad, huh? Huh? Never noticed that. There you go, teammate.
Payback. Power weapon inbound.
We're almost there. You got this.
New power weapon in the arena. 3 kills to go.
Terrible shooting on my part.
Power weapon inbound. Heating up. Double kill. 5 minutes remaining. New power weapon in the arena. You win.
What a win! You did it! Well done!
Got my dice skin before it might be a bug, it might be something. I don't think it's a scam, but it's probably just a bug. Do they do changes to the wall? They must have been my comments, I bet. And yes, really easy to brain dead enemies. Yep. That was that poor lobby was struggling. Let me see. Where am I at here? Challenge. Keep on forgetting to get the damn stuff. Yeah, my philosophy is, especially when it comes to pubs, if you make everything strong, it makes players use different setups for the same faction, you know? That's my opinion. But of course, not everybody's going to agree with that, so it is what it is. It's bounceable for sure, just got to give it time. The low player numbers are at least giving the devs a mini wake-up call. I mean, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you, ever since what happened with X Defiant, it's always been on the back of my mind that, you know, great games out there are not invincible, no matter how good they are.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And at the same time, crappy games can be invincible because they got a shit ton of money backing them. Let's put it this way: if this game had Microsoft money, I wouldn't be as worried.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon.
I don't understand the question. That's a very... Oh my god, one bullet.
We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Close calls.
Fucking nade.
Double kill.
Oh, I'm not bored at all, but it's like
Payback. Double kill. Avenger. Heating up.
fuck.
Triple kill.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Power weapon inbound.
But the thing is that I also don't want the damn numbers to drop either. You know, it's like, you know, player numbers are important.
New power weapon in the arena.
Oh shit, he's above me.
They're in the lead. Let's get it back. Your opponent is halfway to the scoring threshold.
Ah, these portals. I know. I wish this game. Honestly, I wish this game was not free. I really do. Oh yeah,
Double kill.
and I'm sure people would pay for it too. Ugh.
Power weapon inbound.
Yeah, I remember RMD. You know, I remember a while ago,
Power weapon in the arena.
back when I used to play COD. He used to tell me, he's like, if I see something with the battle pass on there, I run in the other direction. So I'm like, yeah, I get it.
The opposing team is closing in on the scoring threshold.
5 minutes.
Why? What are you trying to do? Max it out? Oh, I bet.
You lost.
Keep your head up. Next time it's our turn.
Yeah, that's one thing that I kind of don't understand. It's like, why are you gonna add the same stuff that everybody else is adding? And it's like, whenever I see stuff like that, you know, like all the, you know, the little what do you call it? The keychains for the guns and shit like that. I'm like, what is this for? A 4-year-old? You know? I'm like, no disrespect, but it's like, didn't that go through anybody else's mind? Whether they're on the dev team or just a grown ass adult, it's like, you know, is that, you know, is anybody else thinking that other than me? You know, because like all the stuff that they put in these battle passes just seems like they're appealing to like people from ages like 8 to 12. Yeah, there you go. Charms. It's like, get an animated effect for your camo. Make, you know, make the suit animated, you know, make like, do something cool, man. But I'm like, but you get my point though, right? It's like,
Team deathmatch starts now.
have I tried Fragpunk?
5,
No.
4, 3.
I'm not a big fan of tactical shooters. They're just too slow.
This is your moment.
But
Get the most kills and bring home the win.
we'll see what direction this game goes in, you know? Because I love this game, but
Taking the lead. Nice one.
Power weapon inbound.
Pulling ahead, keeping up.
New power weapon in the arena.
shots, good shots. Games are made for kids to be okay with spending more. Yeah. The hell is that?
Kill confirmed.
Ah, the bane of my existence. Damn.
So bad. Power weapon inbound. Payback. Heating up. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Halfway to the win.
Double kill.
Shit, man. Well, you could just shoot them once in the chest, take out like 80% of their health, and then switch guns real quick, and bam. always getting hit by Batman.
Guardian Angel.
Damn, that was a good trade. Holy shit.
5 points to go.
Almost there. You got it.
Power weapon inbound.
See? He hit me with it and then bam.
3 points to go. New power weapon in the arena. Close one.
Shit.
You win.
Outstanding. Amazing work out there. Way to step up
Left
and
stick
get the
aim,
win.
my friend. Left stick aim. Satisfying to hear many hits in a row. Dopamine receptors. Yeah, that's true. The hit marker sound is really nice, especially if you feel yourself being on target really well. Yeah, that's one of the upsides to having a slower time to kill is, you know, if you're on target, you don't have to wait for that kill to get any dopamine. You know, you can still get, you know. I think so. Some of them, not all of them, but yes. There we go. Not that I need these. They're probably going to go bye-bye soon anyway, whenever the season ends, so. Award and getting consistent 3-shot kill. Yeah, especially if you can get a headshot. Oh, yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Team Deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's bring home the victory. Get the most kills and bring home the win. Pulled into the lead.
Power weapon inbound.
I knew it.
Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
Ooh, the foo bar. Oh my gosh, holy shit, they got me.
Double kill.
We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Triple kill. Heating up.
Fallen behind. Let's turn it around.
Good shots. Oh yeah? Whose rainbows are cool? Anybody particular or just the same dude?
Guardian Angel. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Double kill.
The other team is halfway to winning. No more to be down. Pulled into the lead.
Double kill. Guardian Angel.
Oh, I had him on the head too.
Guardian Angel. Double kill. Close call. Triple kill. Heating up. Guardian Angel.
Oh, that's gonna piss him off.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh, they barely got me. Killing
Five
floor
kills to
3.
go.
Nearing score threshold. Keep it up.
Always new games to play, so that's always a good thing.
3 points to go. Power weapon inbound. Victorious.
Damn, there's another guy there.
You just put on a highlight reel.
Punk Master, I think you made your point, dude, about how you feel. Nobody said you had to spend money on a free game if you didn't want to. You know, you can spend your money however you want, man. Damn it, my controller unplugged by itself again. Why does it do that? It's funny how you say the void. I told a friend of mine, I was like, hey, a nickname for I just came up with a, what's it called? What's it called? Uh, the the void is a vagina if you think about it, like a non-curse word for a vagina. Yeah, because that's how ultimately that's how you support a game. So if you end up getting the battle passes, you end up supporting the game. So
Time for Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you've got this. Earn the most kills to secure the victory. We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Kickoff. Power weapon inbound.
Oh, yes!
Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. Payback.
Damn it, he's literally one shot.
Double kill.
How are you not dead? How is that guy not dead?
Double kill.
Which healing? Oh yeah,
Power
for
weapon inbound.
yeah, for Meridian or whatever. Yeah.
Halfway to the scoring threshold.
New power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Double kill.
Oh my gosh.
Heating up. Guardian Angel. Double kill.
I don't know how I survived that one time. Well, jumping actually works against you most of the time. It's very, you have to be very specific with it. See?
Avenger. Double kill. Heating up. Payback. 5 kills to go.
Halo kind of taught me to not overjump.
3 kills to go. weapon inbound.
Oh, nice.
Victory.
Brilliant performance, mate. That's how you do it. Nice work.
All right, that's enough of that guy. I mean, I don't like. Just keep on bringing negativity and rubbing it in. You know, you tell the dude to chill, and he just doesn't chill. So, anyway. Yeah, it ultimately like Halo is like the big thing. It's like, you know. By the way, any moderators in here, don't like if you feel you need to stomp the if you feel like you need to like put your foot down, do it, you know what I mean? So what's up, Renegade? How we doing? Which gun is inaccurate? The one that I'm using? Put a grip on it and a laser sight? Like put a grip on it and a laser sight and you're good. Oh, the punch pistol and arrows? The one that takes a lot of damage, the one that takes a lot of bye baby got FPS. But well, if you use it, you don't like you can use it just to one tap somebody and then you just change to your other weapon immediately and then you that'd be pretty. Like I saw a video up on Twitter of somebody making raid from Black Ops 2. It looks so good in this game. Plus where they place the portals. Nuketown is in custom matches. Like community members made it.
Deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Get the most kills. Bring home the win. We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Oh, damn. Face flick. Yeah, I saw somebody making raid and I was like, whoa. And it looks so good too. There you go, teammate.
Angel. Payback. Guardian Angel.
Halfway to victory. Good work.
Ah, got him.
Power weapon inbound.
How have you seen the Stop Killing Games movie? I have actually. I was actually watching a video on it earlier. I'm all about game preservation. Anybody who's been on this channel long enough should know that.
New power weapon in the arena.
It wasn't too long ago where I bought a shit ton of games for the PS4 because of that, you know. It's like,
Power weapon inbound. Guardian Angel. Payback. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. Heating up.
damn. I mean, I mean, that's one of the reasons why Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is like one of my biggest, you know, look forward to games, you know? Reminds me of the old days, you know? You just used to purchase your games and you'd have them forever.
Five kills to go.
We're approaching the score limit. Let's finish strong.
3 points to go. Guardian Angel.
You're welcome, teammate.
Victorious.
Incredible win. Way to bring home the victory.
Let's see. I like how something that was from 10 months ago was brought up now, but yeah, no game. But yeah, I'm not familiar with the situation, but it's flooding my algorithm. Game preservation is important. I hope we start arguing the right to repair and protect, correct? The pirate guy named Thor. Any news on how games doing thus far? Recommended from what's recommended from players? Nothing yet. Devs haven't really said anything yet. In due time, we will find out. In due time, we will find out. You know, the thing is, right now they're just like I think that they're just so dialed in on everything. And again, I have access to I actually have access to the community manager on in my DMs on Twitter. So, but I don't want to abuse that. So it's like, you know, I'm really wondering what they're planning on doing in order to kind of correct course a little bit. Because the thing that drives me crazy about this is that the game is so solid. Like from a gameplay perspective, I mean, I haven't put in this much time into a game forever. Oh, you guys want to know an interesting fact? Jay Boendeman's got like 200 hours in this game. And I talked to a pro player and he's got 250 plus hours into this game. I'm like, damn, my numbers are lacking in comparison. I mean, it just goes to show you. Like Machiavelli, he's got 200. I asked him myself, I'm like, how many hours you got in this game? He's like 250. I'm like, fuck, 100 more hours than me. Yeah, those are crazy hours. I mean, ultimately what happens with me is if you what's it called? If you like if you play the game for like a while, it's like you just get dialed in by default. Yeah, that's it. Sleepy D, you hit the nail right on the head. The gameplay, the gunplay, you know, the movement, you know, the consistency, but not annoying consistency. I mean, it's just so much fun. And all the weapons are fun to use. I mean, this is a classic modern arena shooter, dude. I mean,
Team deathmatch.
maybe it's just us. I don't know. I mean, I saw I saw an Optic podcast, and
Don't waste it.
Methods was also talking about it, and he's like, they got themselves a solid game, you know?
Hold into the lane.
Hey, Quiet Sunday.
Kickoff. Power weapon inbound.
If J-Boy is rating it, it's gonna die. What do you mean? No, he's playing it. He's got like about 200 hours in the game, which is more than me.
Let's get it back.
Didn't see the vid yet. I'm
Power
just
weapon in
like
the
you.
arena.
Good shit, teammate. Yeah, it's a different Splitgate 1 is a different pace than this game a little bit. Yeah, I mean, well, you'd either be blind to not see it, or you might be somebody of this generation. You know, because this current generation of players, you know, are impressed by different things.
So back. Close call. Power weapon inbound.
Ooh, that was close.
New power weapon in the arena.
The other team is halfway to winning. No more easy deaths.
Heating up.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
Your portal positioning and placement is drastic. I don't know about drastically, but thanks. It's still the weak part of my game. I'm not using it enough, and I'm not efficient enough. But me, my obsession just happens to be target acquisition. That's another thing about this game. It's also got potential for PvP. I'm sorry, PvE.
Double kill. Guardian Angel.
I'm a 36-year-old dad player. This is what I'm looking for. Casually jump in from here. Now, I have to ask you something. I'm glad you said that. As a 36-year-old dad,
New
casual
power
dad, right?
weapon in the arena.
Sleepy D. The question I have for you is, for you, do you think that this is a game that you can just jump into with no experience and have fun in your opinion? Or do you think the skill gap is too high even for that?
Victorious.
Like genuine question. Because, you know, I don't know what your gaming history is, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, for a lot of casuals who only have like, let's say an hour a day to play the game, it's like, is it something similar to like Mario Kart to where they can just get into, have a blast from the get-go, and then after they're, you know, done for that hour, however long it is, they just log off and then come and do it again because it was fun enough? Like, do you think that this game is that, or do you think that this game is it just requires a little bit too much of your casual player, from your personal opinion? Legit question. And if anybody else wants to chime in and to give their opinion on this question, please, by all means, add in. Yeah, I mean, Black Ops 1 back in the day was prime. And the thing is, back then, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I keep on thinking to myself, like, I would be getting, like, that much more dopamine from that game if I actually knew what the hell I was doing. But I still enjoyed the shit out of it. It was never something that, you know, that stopped me. Yes, anyone can pick this game up. I haven't played an FPS since X-Defiant died. It wasn't too hard to pick up. The portals added a little curve, but overall, this game is jump in and play material. Yeah. I'm assuming everybody's on board with getting no portals mode back in the game. I'm assuming, you know, you get everybody okay with that? Damn it, my controller.
Time for Team Deathmatch. 5, 4.
What's up, Dr. McRib?
2, 1.
This is what we trained for. Get the most kills to bring home the win. We've pulled into the lead. Great hit.
Power weapon inbound.
They would need to make maps for it, really? I mean, I played No Portals for a little bit, and I think it played excellent. You just don't use the portals and you're good.
Kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Damn.
They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Payback.
But the game did play well, even with, you know, no portals. For TDM, leave it.
Guardian Angel.
If you just want to concentrate on movement, gunplay alone. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, if you think about it, most of my... I don't use the portals that often in this game. My basic FPS mechanics are the only thing that's...
Payback. Avenger. Triple kill.
Yo, what's up, Zero? How's it going, Bubba? What do you think of
Double kill.
Splitball? Oh, I love Splitball. I mean, even though I don't really... Even though slaying is what I love to do, I will say that Splitball is really unique. I like it quite a bit. It's an interesting take on capture the flag, if you think about it.
They're halfway there.
Power weapon inbound. Payback. Avenger. New power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Avenger. Heating up. Double kill. Triple kill.
Oh, nice. Somebody saw me. Faction gives you speed bonus. I hear people.
Guardian Angel.
We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
We were losing before?
Close call. Heating up.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Power weapon inbound.
Pulling ahead. Try to stop them.
They're both one shot. Oh my gosh.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Heads up. The opposing team is closing in on the scoring threshold.
What? That guy didn't die?
5 minutes remaining.
Both normal and mastery camels to grind for. That's coming. I think that's what they're gonna do.
3 points to go.
We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Another close one.
Victorious.
Brilliant performance. That's how you do it. Nice work.
Yeah, no, I like the little the little subtle different things. Like this game, like obviously you guys can tell I don't use portals as often as I should. And it's like I like the fact that this game supports any sort of knowledge that you've gained playing other FPS games. You know, that's another reason why I like you know, that no portals game mode. I think it really adds an interesting dynamic to this game. I think no portals mode in this game plays better than most FPS games today, in my opinion. Lucky Luciano, they should include a story mode campaign mainly for casuals. I think they're eventually going to come up with something PvE. I'm not going to lie, because they kind of, you know, released a trailer with some sort of story behind it. But I will say this though, with my current portal knowledge, if I ran into a bunch of portal gods, I unfortunately would struggle.
1.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Score the most kills, win the match. We're pulling ahead. Keep it up. Good kill.
Power power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Yeah, I think a PvE would fit very well in this game. I don't know how he killed you, but okay. Yeah, those PC players though, for those mouse and keyboard players, damn it. Well, I mean, you can't buy this game physically, so it has to be online, unfortunately.
They're pulling ahead. Try to stop them.
Double kill.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to ranked. Yeah, I mean the session of torture ends sooner or later, you know.
Power weapon inbound. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. Payback.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived that. Oh, they saw me.
Eating up. Double kill.
Your opponent is halfway to the scoring threshold.
I should, but I don't always. I wish there was an option to tie it onto my sprint, but shit. Nope.
Double kill.
Dude,
Guardian
these guys are making themselves easy targets. They're jumping all over the place and making themselves easy targets.
Payback. Double kill.
Damn it, that jump screwed me over. What do I think about putting input gameplay like controller players only? In ranked, I would understand that, but in pubs,
Power weapon inbound.
I don't think this game has the player count to be able to sustain a healthy player base to do that. I mean, I don't like the mouse and keyboard players wouldn't have that many people to play with.
New power weapon in the arena.
Like their match times would increase dramatically. I think people are just, you know, too scared of mouse and keyboard players, you know?
5 minutes remaining.
Closing in on the scoring limit. Let's rally.
kill.
So it's one of those things that sounds good on paper, but
Avenger. 3 kills to go. Double kill. Heating up. Victorious.
wow, 32 kills that game. Holy
That's
shit.
the result of hard work and smart plays.
If you have a bad pistol, used to rush and spawn all these normally an AFK player, so just chase them around the spawn and get free kills. I mean, I don't know, man. Unless they're really low in health, chasing in this game is not a good idea, especially with the portals, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it pains me to say it, but I don't think the game is popular enough for them to do an input-based matchmaking, because those mouse and keyboard players, they're not going to be able to find matches, and it's going to ruin their experience. A lot of controller players are so scared of mouse and keyboard players, it's not even funny. Oh shit. Thought it was already searching, but it wasn't. Let's see if they nope. Still don't have my disco ball yet. Head yet. Yeah, I mean, mouse and key, like master mouse and keyboard players are amazing, but at the same time, you know, you gotta also have some faith in yourself and what you can do, you know. So at the end of the day, when it comes to like truly competitive, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting how they do it in this game. You know, are they gonna have like, you know, a mouse and keyboard player? Like, is it gonna be like Halo, to where they're gonna have mouse and keyboard players and controller players, you know, all playing in the same tournament? You know. I, for one, I just am looking forward to like watching.
Here we go.
Like,
Team deathmatch.
like
5,
legit
4,
big time
3,
tournaments, you know,
2,
for Splitgate 2 with all the pros and shit.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Score the most kills, win the match. You're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
I only know 2 of them.
Around.
So
Power weapon inbound.
We just pulled ahead.
one of them is the world champ, and then another one is an amazing mouse and keyboard player.
Power weapon in the arena. Avenger.
Damn it. Oh yeah, the portal plays will be stupid epic. And then you'll end up picking up something, you know? Oh god.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Keep up the pressure. We're halfway to the score threshold.
Payback.
That's a
Avenger.
good secondary, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit, there's two of them.
Avenger. Double kill.
Oh, the ducking
Close
saved my life.
call. Payback.
OG Halo
Heating
technique.
up. That was close.
Kill confirmed.
Double kill.
Fucking shotguns. I wonder how ranked is gonna. Yeah, I know, me too.
Double kill.
I'm legitimately wondering what it's gonna be like as well.
Power weapon inbound.
Damn it.
Power weapon inbound.
We're almost there. You got this.
New power weapon in the arena.
Fuck.
3 kills to go.
That's usually what happens.
5 minutes remaining.
Can you imagine though?
Victorious.
Can you imagine how humiliating it must be if
All that practice
you know,
is
you got people
paying
cheating
off.
using that shit and then you still beat them? Haha. Kinda. It's like they've got scripts and stuff, but like we're talking like, you know, increased aim assist and all that shit, pretty much. But I bet you the pro players can take guys like that on no problem with their portal techniques and shit and just like type 1 in the chat if you remember the Black Ops 2 match between Doom Clan and 4 pro players. Like if you remember that, please type 1 in the chat. Or if you heard about it. You know, I'm assuming you guys probably don't know, so I'll tell you. So back in the day, it was all about, you know, these pub stompers, you know, are the best players in the world. You know, the pros are not as good or whatnot. So Uh, 4 pro players played against 4 members of like the best pub stomping clan back in the day. And the score was 250 to 12. They played a game of Hardpoint. And then after that, they played a game of Capture the Flag. And one of the pro players literally put the controller down and played with his gaming chair for like some of the match while the other 3 pros were just fucking around and won 6-0. It was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. You know, because these pub stomping clans back in the day, you know, they were going up against people with no thumbs, you know.
Team deathmatch.
And everybody was like, "Yeah, these guys are the best players in the world." And it's like, yeah, 4 of us will take on 4 pros, sure. And then
What we trained for.
the score was 250 to 12. It's
Secure the victory. We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
Kickoff. Guardian Angel. Power weapon inbound.
And if you heard the comms from the pros, it's like,
New power weapon in the arena.
oh, that was
Double kill.
so. And again, for the first time in the world, you know, the world was exposed to what pros do, and it's like, yeah. Oh. Oh, I'll send you a link in the videos if you want. Like, do any of you remember? Do any of you remember 402 Thunder?
Payback.
Yeah, like he's the one who made a video about it, and I'm like, what's this about? And then I watch it, and then he left the link of that video, and I was like, okay, I was,
Payback.
you know, because back then I was a noob. I didn't know. No, this was back in like 2012, 2013. Like I was a noob. I didn't know any better, right? So I see that, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, yeah, these guys definitely had me fooled.
Power weapon inbound.
Halfway to victory. Good work.
Payback.
Like, that was like one of the first times I was exposed to the
New
pros.
power weapon in the arena. Double kill. Payback. A finisher.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I lived that long. It's... Gene, you're wondering why I never went out there. I'm running laser and grip.
Points to go.
Don't back down.
3 kills to go. Double kill.
Oh, the other guy was there.
Brilliant performance, mate. That's how you do it. Nice work.
You know what stat I really like in this game? Not gonna lie. What stat I really like is damage. Damage, I love. No matter what happens, whether I win or lose, you know, doing the most damage on my team is my favorite thing. Like, I want to be the one causing the most damage, you know? So let me see if I can find this. I know what to search for. So that way you guys can see it. It's the funniest shit. Let's see. Yeah. Does laser actually do anything? I can't see his aim point on screen. I mean, to me, it's a different feeling. I think more than anything, it's like a visual thing. But I mean, in this game, you're also firing from the hip, so the laser sight does help. It's very, whatever it is, it's minimal, but for me, it's enough for there to be a difference. So, because there is such a thing as visual recoil, you know, it's like your gun could be firing straight, but the screen could be telling you otherwise. So to me, it helps reduce visual recoil. It gets, like, I think grip in this game, what it does is it increases center speed to where, you know, you go back from recoil to center very quickly. And then laser sight, you know, obviously makes the cone smaller. So therefore, you know, as long as you stay within that cone, which gets smaller with the crosshairs, then you're good. Yeah, the burst secondary is actually pretty good. You just got to kind of get used to it. Why is it showing the premium pass at 97%? It was 100% previously. Now it's at 97. Why? Why does it do that? Oh, well. We got it now. Like, if you've ever seen some of the pros play this game, these guys are amazing. $5 or even $15 to afford his dev team is actually cares worth in my book. Ruling Renegade, I agree with you. If they're doing right by the community and they're actually listening and communicating and actually trying, abso-fucking-lutely, I agree.
Here we go, Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Get the most kills and bring home the win. Falling behind and turn this around. Kill confirmed.
Yep.
We pulled into the lead. Falling behind. Let's turn this around. We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
I've had the 25k challenge reset some. Really? Well, at least I killed him.
Double kill.
Oh, that was close. What's up, Magman Y?
Avenger. Close call.
Yeah, I'm not big on cosmetics either. Again, I only got these to support the devs. That's it. Damn it.
We're halfway to winning this thing. Nice
That was not a good
job.
approach.
Payback. Power weapon inbound. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
Shit. At least I got out of there that one time. Damn. Holy shit.
Five kills to go.
Victory is close. Don't
Yeah, I
back
bet
down.
that guy's gonna be mad.
Victory.
After resets, I don't know if changing faction does it. Like all factions have their own dedicated challenge or something. I think I've actually managed to claim it 3 or 4 times. Other than that, it just resets. Could be a bug. Sounds like a bug. More than anything, it sounds like a bug. Meat Dragon? Some of these names are hilarious.
Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's bring home the victory. Score the most kills to win the match. Taking the lead.
Nice shots.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Oh, well done. We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Double kill. Close call. Heating up.
Weston Duke.
Falling behind. Let's turn this around. We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Avenger.
No. Damn it.
We've fallen behind. Let's turn this around.
Payback. Guardian Angel.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now. Opponent's taking the lead. We pulled into the lead.
Power weapon
Oh my gosh,
inbound.
that was interesting.
New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
We're halfway to winning this thing. Nice job.
Why is he challenging when he's one shot? I don't understand.
Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
That was close.
Double kill.
Damn. That was so close. See, it's those kind of engagements that make the game fun.
Payback.
Oh, he did all the work for me.
Heating up. Double kill. Power weapon inbound. 5 kills to go.
We're almost there. You got this.
Triple kill. 4 gone. 5 kills. New power weapon in the arena. On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll.
Power weapon inbound.
Got him.
5 minutes remaining. Victorious.
Game, set, match. You just put on a highlight reel.
Is there a reason I don't aim it? It depends. It depends on the distance. It depends on how they're moving. You know, this is, you know, again, this is Halo muscle memory kicking in. You only zoom in when you have to. And on top of that, it just seems like when you're aiming down sights that you're slower in your strafing. At least that's what it feels like. I don't know if that's accurate or not. So, but you're just as accurate aiming from the hip as not. So, like, if a target is really close, it makes no sense to aim in because you're not going to be able to see them in their entirety. And when they make movements, it seems like they're moving a million miles an hour and they're out of your point of view. So, aiming for the hip in most cases is the way to go, unless they're like really far and you have to have that angle on them. So, it really does depend on the situation. What would modern players do in a game where ADS is an option? Well, they'd have to adapt. It actually started that way, you know, because, well, with Halo you did have an option, but it was only like if you needed it. So yeah, if you ADS too much, I would say that's probably the reason why you're dying a lot.
Team Deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is what we train for. Get the most kills to bring home the win. We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
Power weapon inbound.
We followed the high. Let's turn this around.
New power weapon in the arena. Kill.
Ooh, that was so close. Yeah, it's something you're gonna have to kind of unlearn. It's definitely a big part of this game to be able to aim without zooming in.
Power weapon inbound.
Watch out, the point total is halfway there.
Weapon inbound.
Nice. I gotta figure out how to aim, how to melee faster. What? Oh my gosh.
Double kill. Triple kill. Payback. Guardian Angel. For God. Power weapon inbound. Double kill.
Heads up. The opposing team is closing in on the scoring threshold.
Close call. New power weapon in the arena. Power weapon inbound.
Ah, damn it, they portaled.
New
All right, Vaughn,
power
take it easy,
weapon
brother.
in the arena. Defeated.
And that's the match. Don't worry. You'll get him next time.
Yeah, and the thing is, like what you're gonna have to do is you're actually gonna have to what's it called? Like, you're gonna have to get used to aiming without it. And at first it feels weird. At first it feels weird, but after that, it's like you get used to it, and then after that it just becomes instinctual. All right, Sleepy. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it, man. Like, really, really appreciate that, man. You know, and you know, you guys are choosing to come over here and spend time with me, and that's huge. You know, I mean, I guess we all have something in common when it comes to this game, huh? But yeah, most of the aim you see is most of it is with the left stick, man. And sometimes it takes a while to get used to, especially if you're used to using your right stick too much. It's always been about both sticks, but in this game, it's like the ratio is a bit different, but it works. It's not, you know, it doesn't, your right aim doesn't mess up like it does in Halo Infinite, but it still counts. But again, if you want to be as steady as you can be, the left stick is what makes the difference. You know, that's what is the game changer, and a lot of people just don't realize it. You know, they're like, oh, I can't steady my aim, and they think it's just about the sensitivity, and it's not. It's the left stick and how that works.
Team Deathmatch starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to go out there and show what you've got. Smash it. Get the most kills and bring home the win. They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Power weapon inbound.
Nice one.
Double kill.
Oh, the only thing that sucks is when you auto clamber or when there's something in the way and messes up your aim. See, that's what pros do right there. They'll be behind you before you know it, and you can't turn around as fast as they do. Well, not at least with, not without being as accurate.
Payback. Guardian Angel. Double kill.
Oh, he got me.
Close one. Double kill.
Oh, I got him. We traded
Phantom Menace.
somehow.
Power weapon inbound.
They're halfway there.
New power weapon in the arena.
Damn it. Oh, okay, I recognize these names. Genius at work.
So
And
bad.
he's teamed up with Vexify. Yep. These are either a team of two or a team of three, I don't know.
They're close to the scoring limit. We have to stop them.
Yeah, there's always gonna be somebody next to you with a...
Power weapon
Really?
inbound.
Wow,
You
okay.
lost.
You win some, you lose some. Today wasn't our day.
Yeah, I've definitely recognized that gamer tag. Michelangelo Naives, hello.
Here we go. Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to go out there and show what you got. Smash it. Earn the most kills to secure the victory. We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Power weapon inbound.
Oh. Oh yeah, no, this game is very addictive. Very good game, very addictive.
New power weapon in the arena.
Great hit.
Payback. Double kill.
Damn it, he's one shot.
They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
Well, when I start playing with people, you know. Ah, shit. Damn it, that was close. Genius at work.
Payback.
Nice shots.
We just pulled ahead. Don't stop now.
Double kill.
Nice, nice, nice.
We're halfway there.
Power weapon inbound.
Fuck! Too much right stick.
New power weapon in the arena.
That was
Shake it off and come
wow.
back stronger. Falling behind. Let's turn this around.
So back. Double kill.
Oh.
Payback. That was close.
Really? How did you know I was gonna spawn there, dude?
Payback. Double kill. weapon inbound. 5 minutes remaining.
They're closing in on the win. Don't let them get there.
New power weapon in the
Crazy.
arena.
Nope. Close match.
5 points to go. 3 kills to go.
We've pulled into the lead.
Double kill. Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena.
Get out of there.
Victorious.
What a win!
No.
You did it! Well done.
I'm a complete Portal noob in this game. I only know the very basics. I mean, you stand in the middle, you stand in between your, just at the entrance of your portal, and then you shoot another portal, and that's how you get a triple portal. But I'm not fast enough to be able to do all that stuff. I play on controller, so I'm not as fast enough to snap from portal to portal and get in and out of dodge very quickly like those mouse and keyboard players can do it. So the answer is kind of, sort of. How do I feel about it? Which part? The game, the portals, like, please be a little more specific. Man, I can already tell this is going to be a sweaty match. Portals?
Time for
I mean, I
team
think they're good and all,
5,
but I also think they could be
4,
greatly
3,
abused.
2, 1.
In team deathmatch, they could definitely be abused, but when it comes to objective-based game modes, they're better because it gives the player reason to, to move around.
Turn this around.
New power weapon in the arena. Guardian Angel. Avenger. Payback. Guardian Angel. Double kill.
Damn. How am I feeling about the SBMM lately? I mean, it's more or less the same that it's ever been, The only complaint I have is whenever I get placed with people that are like running full stacks. Other than that, I don't have a problem with the challenge whenever the game wants to challenge me. But I seriously, like, I don't think it's... I honestly don't think it's that bad, I mean, you guys have seen my streams. I play for hours and hours and hours on end, so you guys literally see what I go through. So I personally don't think it's that bad, but you know, opinions do vary.
Double kill.
Just hold ahead. Don't stop now. They're in the lead. Let's get it back.
You know, and at the end of the day,
Power
it's not
weapon inbound.
it's not EOMM.
The other
So
side's halfway to winning. No more easy down.
Power weapon inbound. New power weapon in the arena. Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
shotgun? You know, at the end of the day, if you're also like, if you feel like, you know, if you feel like it's tough, take it as a compliment, you know?
Double kill. Guardian Angel. Double kill. Payback. Heating up.
Heads up. The opposing team.
So,
is
I mean, you
closing in
guys
on
can
the
see
scoring
what I'm going
threshold.
through, so.
Payback. Game over.
And that's the match. Don't worry, you'll get him next time.
Yeah, it's not EOMM, it's SBMM, you know? A lot of people are, how do I put this? You know, if any average COD player comes to this game, they're gonna think it's like the worst experience ever because they've been held by the hand for so long. You know what I mean? Like, literally. So, which works in COD's favor because it makes them go back to COD because they have an easier time over there. It's like go to any other game, they get their butts handed to them even worse because, you know, they're not, they don't know it, but they're not legitimately, you know, they're not really earning their scores. Scrap shop bundle. And yes, the portals are a big skill gap. However, if you take portals out of the equation, the game still plays amazing. I still think this would be a top tier first person shooter if you take the portals out. Like if you like, the portals are both a big skill gap and they're also a get out of jail free card. Because I've seen people that are just, you know, using portals and staying next to their portal and just teleporting and just shooting at people and then teleporting out of there with no consequences. You know what I mean? So It's also a get out of jail free card. It's technique, but it's also a get out of jail free card, where in other games you would have no get out of jail free card. Portals gives you the opportunity to get away with things you wouldn't get away with in a regular first person shooter, which is why you can actually argue the fact on whether or not, which is better. There is no better, because on one hand, you've got no portals to where it's like, hey, you can't get away with what you do with portals. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to really be wise with your decisions. And at the same time, it's like, okay, you got to be wise with your decisions in terms of how you portal. But if you know how to portal and somebody doesn't, they're fucked. I agree, Ozzy. I think no portals mode should be permanent. I mean, hell, even in the first Splitgate, it's permanent. So why not this one? All competitive gaming boils down to incorporating cooldown on everything, no spamming. Yeah, but this game has no cooldown on the portals, so
5, 4.
You do have a good point there, Dylan, though.
1.
This is what we trained for. Score the most kills, win the match. We've fallen behind. Let's turn this around. Good kill.
Power weapon inbound. Payback. Guardian Angel. New power weapon in the arena.
We've taken the lead. Keep it up.
Guardian Angel. Payback.
Shit.
Guardian Angel. Payback. Double kill. Close one.
Damn that gun.
Opponent is taking the lead. We're ahead now. Keep up the pace.
Double kill. Heating up. Power weapon inbound. Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
We're halfway to winning this thing. Nice job.
That guy was low on health. Oh, I was out of bullets. Are you wanting to master the
Power
portals, or are you
weapon
just playing
inbound.
casual? A little bit of both. Oh man, that was close. Holy hell.
Payback. New power weapon in the arena.
I should not have won that.
Double kill.
I should be dead. Nice shots. Looks like a Borealis shot.
Guardian Angel. Payback. Double kill. 5 points to go.
We're approaching the score limit. Let's finish strong.
Triple kill. Power weapon inbound.
Oh, I fucked that up big time. I messed that up.
New power weapon in the arena. Avenger. 3 points to go. 5 minutes remaining. You win.
Incredible win. Way to bring home the victory.
Yeah. So I like this game. It just overall the way it feels is just amazing. And Dylan, speaking of competitive, you know, I'm really curious to see how competitive is going to play out in this game. 29-8, not bad. Poor guys on the other team though. Yeah, but as far as mastering the portals go, I might get one of the pros to coach me. So we'll see. Does one of your mapping pals have a stream soon with one of the devs on Friday? Yes, tomorrow. I reposted the link on my Twitter. Yeah, Yurgi. He's gonna be having a, I guess, a podcast interview with the map designer. So are there any questions you want asked? If there are, let me know and I'll DM Yurgi and I'll, because he kind of asked me if there's anything I wanted to know, and my answer was not really. You know, anything I want to know is for the higher ups. You know what I'm saying?
Team Deathmatch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your moment. Don't waste it. Get the most kills to bring home the win. They're in the lead. Let's get it back. We've taken the lead. Keep it up. Oh, well done.
Guardian Angel. Double kill. New power weapon in the arena. Heating up. Double kill.
Damn. Oh shit. Damn it, he was behind me. Are they going to keep calling the characters factions, expanding the new backgrounds and eventually? You know, that we don't know what they're going to do yet. It all depends on the results of the survey.
Double kill.
Halfway there.
Double kill. Heating up. Double kill. Payback. Power weapon inbound. On fire.
10 kills. You're on a roll.
Double kill. New power weapon in the arena.
On the board.
5 points to go.
Nearing score threshold. Keep it up.
You win.
Brilliant performance.
Oh yeah, that's my number one thing. That's the difference maker between this game and so many other games, other than the fact that the game is really fun. Yep, all the other guys on the other team quit. Go figure. Yeah, me, Genius, and Warrant, Elephant, and CJ. Yeah. All right, let's have a little discussion real quick. Put the game down for a few minutes. Let's talk. Talk to me. Anything you want me to talk about in a video or future video, or anything you guys are specifically curious about when it comes to this game and all that stuff? Do you feel that the portals are overwhelming to casuals? That is a great question. I think that casuals will see a few clips online and get intimidated and possibly back off. But there's also a few casuals that'll be like, hey, that looks cool. Let me try that. But yeah, they're looking at like top 1% level gameplay and they're like, oh, this is it. No, fuck that. I'm out, So it depends on which flavor of casual you talk to, because there's some that are open-minded and that'll try anything once, and then there's the other ones that are like, fuck this, I'm out. So to some, yes, to some it really just depends on the casual. I do think a percentage of them would be, yes. Especially if they get matched with a fucking pro player. But again, a pro player doesn't have to even use portals to be successful if the skill gap is that wide. I'm not a pro player, and you guys don't see me using portals as much as I should be, and I think I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? So they should include more tutorials for portals, objectives, and equipment. Yeah, I mean, it's not just, remember, portals are so new for most FPS players, because for 20 plus years, well, not all of them, but for many years, they've been playing without them. The only thing they've been having that's even remotely close to that is teleporters, like for a specific part of the map to teleport to the other side of the map. That's it. This is basically like having a pocket teleporter in a sense. I would like to see some proper YouTube beginner guidance outlining such as the basics. Yeah, well, one of the pros made a video about it. One of the pros kept it very simple. I'm actually glad he made it the way he did, because if like, again, I used to be a teacher, so it's like, if you go too in depth, you'll lose the person. You'll confuse the shit out of them. So keep it simple, let them marinate on basic information, and then let them come back in the future for more. Who is that split? What's his name? Swooly? I don't know who that, like, I don't know. Let me see. Swooty, I keep on forgetting his damn... let's see. What is it? Swooty. There we go. Swooty. So let's see. He did a tutorial video. I'm gonna look at his videos and I'm gonna scramble and see which one it is, because I do remember him making one. Settings guide, loadout, and port. I believe this is it. Yeah, the portal tutorial. So I'm gonna copy that. And this guy is a world champion. So I've seen it. I've already hunted a few of the devs. I've already ran into like 3 of them and I gotten kills. But I don't care about cosmetics. So I mean, I tweeted at them saying, hey, I still haven't got my thing. But I don't care, but I just wanted to tweet at them just so that way they know that like not everybody got theirs. So I ran into 3 devs, so, and I got kills on them, so, and it was actually on stream, so. Yeah, I think it's going to be tomorrow, right? But by the time it starts, I'll be at work, I think. But even then, it doesn't bother me. Even then, it doesn't bother me. So, like, again, the only reason I bought the Founders Pack as well as the Battle Pass is because I want to support the devs and I want this game to thrive, you know, because I think this game has a ton of potential and the fun factor is huge. I love how fun this game is. Somebody once came into chat when I first started streaming this game and asked me right away. They asked me, they said, hey, what do you like better, X Defiant or this? And I immediately responded with this. And they were surprised at how quickly I responded. They're like, whoa, that no hesitation. I'm like, nope, no hesitation at all. You know? If I was lucky enough to have a computer or a PC, you know, in the late 90s when the internet was new back then, if I was lucky enough to have a PC, I would have absolutely fallen in love with Quake 3 Arena, and I would probably be a mouse and keyboard player. Yes, he's a pro, he's a world champion as well. Swooty's actually a world champion. I mean, yeah, it is, you know, and at the same time, it just takes so much. Like, I'm genuinely impressed of how smooth the game feels, which just goes to show you that the devs that are making this game are legitimately like, they are like literally when they said they have other FPS devs from other FPS games in the development team, the smoothness of the game proves that, you know? So, you know, I mean, I love this game so much that I've been streaming, you know, almost every day since the game came out, which I usually don't do. And I stream for long periods and all that stuff. But obviously I, you know, having a conversation with people, you know, while streaming, and that's my favorite part. You know, that's my favorite part. You know, if I didn't enjoy that, I would just be playing on my own and just gathering footage. I feel like I can defend myself in this game. It gives enough mechanics and settings to make it comfortable. I play on iPad though, Xbox Cloud, and can make plays. Really? That's interesting. That's good to know. Okay, you don't hear that very often. My main game of all time is Infinite Warfare, and this game has a lot of similar feel to it as well. Correct. Yes, it does. If it had wall running, it would feel almost exact. Yeah. If you're familiar with Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Titanfall, some Halo, maybe even a little bit of COD here and there, I mean, this game is for you. You know, simple as that. But without the wall running, which is overall a good thing. And in my opinion, you know, again, putting yourself in the air, you have to use it correctly, because if you're flying all over the place, you're gonna freaking like get picked off if somebody in the lobby knows what they're doing, you know, or just has basic first-person shooter knowledge. Like me, I've got basic first-person shooter knowledge, you know, from all the years. I don't put myself in the advanced because I seen what the top of the food chain looks like, and I am not that good. You know, these guys are incredible. And there's always little things to pick up on, you know, when you watch some of these players play. There's always things to pick up on. Even if it's like the smallest little thing, you'll pick up on it, and it eventually just clicks. And sometimes it just catches your eye and you're like, huh, I never noticed that before. And then you start applying it and it's like huge. Strafe spam, jump spam, portal spam, it's all about creating form. Yeah, I mean, like even when you jetpack into the air, like you're an easy target because your movement is predictable. So it's all about, you know, being able to track and stay on target. So being on the ground technically makes you a harder target if you're strafing, which is something that the bots are not doing. You know, bots are not going to strafe, not generally. Yeah, the problem is you're going to see, you know, top 1% gameplay, and you know, the portals can definitely be overwhelming. And it is 2:30 in the morning. My goodness, and I've been streaming for 3 hours. And I was under the weather yesterday, and I'm still kind of recovering today. So I'm glad I at least got a stream in. But I don't know what to talk about for my next video. At least I don't think so. I don't know. I could play with a few things. You know, the one that I uploaded recently wasn't, you know, very popular, but you know, it really just depends on what the topic is sometimes. I wonder if they're gonna I wonder if they're gonna make like a trailer, you know, showing ranked. I personally love the portal mechanics, but a permanent non-portal mode would attract some of the... Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been telling that. I mean, that attracts me. You know what I mean? You know, there's a part of me that has this mentality, right? I mean, please forgive me, but this is part of my mentality. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I want to look at the best portal players in this game and be like, okay, let's disable the portals and let's see what you got without them. You know what I mean? Because ultimately at the end of the day, it's, you know, you got your fundamentals right there, you know? Do you feel like the people that don't like this game are following a trend? Probably. I mean, there are some people that genuinely don't like this kind of game. You know, they prefer something slower, they prefer something more defensive, or they're just a fan of a different game. There are some people that are following a trend. I mean, this is the year 2025, right? And the year of social media that we're talking about, right? So people are going to follow a trend, sure. But at the same time, it's like there's just some people that legitimately like this game is not for them. But the thing is this: if certain people stumble on a video that says is Splitgate 2 dying, or I'm sorry, not is Splitgate 2 dying, Splitgate 2 is dead, or something like that, like they're going to be like, oh, the game is dead. I'm not even going to try it. So there's a whole bunch of factors that play into it. I just stay thinking about what drills and exercises might be possibly made, control related practices. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you think about it, it's all practice. Like all these guys that are really good at portals, they've been playing with portals long enough to train their muscle memory to work with them. So one thing I love about Quake 3 was the weapon balance. There was one for every occasion. Yeah, I mean, Quake, say what you want, say it's old, say whatever, but Quake to this day remains one of the best games ever. And on top of that, it also remains one of the biggest skill gap games ever. Like, I've talked to a couple of master mouse and keyboard players, and I asked them, and I did this during the period when I just played on mouse and keyboard for 6 months, to put myself in there so I would have firsthand experience, And I basically asked, I said, hey, do you think if somebody were to just grind Quake for a while and then they go play another first person shooter, that they'll be like way more improved because they grinded Quake? And the answer, paraphrasing, was absolutely, because it's so fast and it requires so much consistency, so much of everything, with the speed and everything else. Like, it's a whole different kind of ball game when you're playing Quake. And this is kind of like that. This is a different version because this is an arena shooter. So they should cut the price for certain skins, weapons for players that hit game achievements and milestones. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, it's a business. So I mean, they've already cut prices, and I'm sure they're gonna do more. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, ultimately, like, even if they were, let's say bundles were, let's say the most expensive bundle was $10. Well, the thing is this: is it gonna have the players to support that? It's like they do the math. It's like, okay, let's say half of your players, and that's being generous, right? Let's say half of your players buy the $10 bundle, right? It all depends on what that number is of half the players. If it's too low, then it's not going to sustain the game, to my knowledge. Yeah, the game has an uphill battle ahead. Really believe in this game, but I don't think we've seen the bottom yet. It could get worse as far as player base, but I do see a bright future within the game. I mean, look, if there are games out there that can make a comeback, then this game can certainly make a comeback. And don't forget, you've got some games out there that have been around forever. CSGO has been around forever. I mean, I can't count Halo because Halo's got a shit ton of money behind it, so it remains relevant because of the money. But like, CSGO has been around forever. Siege has been around forever, even though it's a fucking Ubisoft game. But Siege has managed to survive and make a comeback. I'm hearing the finals is making a comeback, so I really like this game, but can't help but feel there's something missing. I can't put my finger around it. Well, one of those things that's missing is a progression system, hands down. Medal system, a challenging takes place. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this is a free-to-play game, so it doesn't, like, we're wanting things that are in a complete release game for full price to be in a in a free-to-play game, and the expectations have just gone up. Do you feel that the game is having an identity crisis? No, but I can totally see how some people would think that. But no, I don't think the game is having an identity crisis. Like, for instance, if you were to remove the factions, that wouldn't even be a question. Like, if you took the factions out of the game, people thinking that this game would have an identity crisis wouldn't even be a question, in my opinion. No, I don't think it has an identity crisis because in Splitgate 1, the only thing that Splitgate 1 didn't have that this game has, well, two things, are the factions and the slide. You still had your jetpack that was similar to Black Ops 3, and you still had, the kind of movement that it was, and the weapons the way they were, and some of that Halo feel into it. So, no. So, but even if it did have some sort of an identity crisis, I wouldn't see that as like the biggest problem in the world. But it's still Splitgate. It's still a game of its own. There's no other game other than its predecessor that is a new arcade, a new arena shooter out right now that plays like it, that's on all platforms. The only other games that play similar to this game from a gameplay perspective are, the OG Quake and Unreal tournaments, in my opinion. No. Hey, dude, I don't mind questions. Ask. You're perfectly fine. It's devoid of intimate charm and uniqueness, so inherent about the original game. It also has a running world full of pretenders. Yeah. If the gameplay weren't stellar, would not be on my radar. Yeah, I mean the gameplay is for a lot of the OGs, and what I mean by OGs is by people that have been around since multiplayer first-person shooters, began, at least on console. We're very picky about our gameplay. Let's just be real. We're very, very picky about our gameplay. What do I think of the Medusa bundle? I don't know. The one with all the bats and shit. I mean, I don't. Let's take a look, because I don't care about the store. I've already done my support for the game as far as that goes. Cosmetics do nothing for me. Trust me when I tell you. There's no value in it for me other than supporting the devs. There's no let's see, Tagger, let me see the Medusa bundle. Personally speaking, it's not my style, not my color. But ultimately you've got a bundle for like, you got one that's like $5, another one that's 10, and another one that's 8. I mean, just for a camo in there, I mean, no. I mean, it's an in-game cosmetic that just makes your weapon look better, and it's not even one that's what do you call it? It doesn't animate. So it's in my opinion, it's not worth the money. Just for me, like for me personally. For other people, buying a bundle with cosmetics just does the world for them. I'm not one of these people. So I think the store worked the way that League of Legends sold their skins. It would do better. I don't know. I'm not familiar with how League of Legends does their stuff. The battle pass is what, $10 US? No, the battle pass is $5 a piece. So a total of 15 per season. And if you buy them all at once, I think it's like 10 or 12 or something like that. Let us grind as much unique customization, banners, skins, weapon camos. Yeah, but the problem is, what are they going to think of to put into a battle pass with a price tag? That's the question. If they let you grind for it, it's like, okay, what are we going to give them for something in the store? Know what I mean? I mean, I know what they can do. I mean, like if you look at my character, for instance, right? I mean, this, the character, looks really, let me see, where's my, like this design here looks really cool. They can make all sorts of designs, like that. So, they're capable of making some really cool shit. And again, you've got all the camos for all the weapons, all the factions and everything like that. So, but yeah, I mean, they're capable. But you got to have, you can't just have stuff for the store. You got to have stuff to grind for, possibly win. I mean, I've got like, what do I have? Nearly 1,000 of those blue ribbons. If you were to have contracts to where you could win blue ribbons by doing contracts and doing challenges, and grind towards something cool cosmetically, that wouldn't be in the store, or maybe would be in the store, and it would just, you can just get it and pay it for a cheap price or whatever. Customization would be ideal, where maybe different armors, paint designs, color differently. Yeah, like with Halo, like what they do with Halo. Literally every single FPS, both, sometimes, and even more. has both and sometimes even more. Look at Fortnite, damn near overwhelming with how many customization options you have per character and many ways to earn it and buy it. Yeah, but Fortnite has also been around forever. Like, I agree with you. I agree with you. If Fortnite has been like that from the start, then good for them. But Fortnite has also been around for a while, so they've mastered the art of giving that to the player. So is it easy to host servers with your own custom game modes? To my knowledge, yeah. I haven't done it yet, but yeah, to my knowledge, you just go to custom games, you make it public, you invite people, your friends. It should be fairly easy. I don't see why not. You can pick the map, you can pick the game mode, all that stuff. It should be fairly easy. And eventually I'm going to get something like that going with you guys in the chat over here and possibly some other content creators. So I know Yergi would be down to play it sometime. And I know that JB's already, kind of told me that he would love to play sometime when our schedules are a little bit more in sync. So and JB plays with his followers a lot. So I've been having to join custom matches despite being in the party with others. What do you mean? I'm angry at Fortnite because Epic dropped their next Unreal Tournament game due to it. Oh. Yeah. The arena shooter is not as common anymore. You've got Halo, which is kind of, a very slow version, but in comparison. And then you've got this game. There's not too many arena shooters out. You've got Quake Champions, which I would love to see a sequel to. And to be honest, like, I know that I know that I'm adjusting a few things. So I know that that Quake Champions is, how do I put this? Quake Champions is a PC only game, but honestly, I would love for a Quake game, a new Quake game in the future to come out to where it has, like, to where anybody can play it from any system and let them have crossplay and just let them go at it. The badges most desperately need an overhaul as well. I dropped a 30 elimination game with 0 death and got nothing for it. Had a lot of fun, but would love a badge. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Here's both a good thing and a bad thing. If you're looking at what some players are asking for in this game, they're all related to what Call of Duty gave players or gives players, right? Because that's what COD is doing. And it's one of the things that made COD as good as it was, particularly back in the day, because other games weren't doing that, and then other games had to follow suit. So, players are just used to the kind of in-game rewards that COD gives, with the XP system, the challenge system, the camo system, all that. People have become conditioned and used to that sort of thing, and they're asking for it in other games, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm thinking, like, do it like you would, like, do it uniquely, don't just cut and paste, do it in a unique way, you know what I mean? Because when you think about if you think about what they did with Call of Duty World War II, they really refined it and brought it to a whole other level in terms of rewards and the whole grind factor. I mean, even after all these years, the game's 8 years old and people are still grinding the game. You can still find matches in Team Deathmatch, no problem. They're still grinding the game, and they're still unlocking things. That's how much there is to do in that game and how long the grind is. Do you have a Steam group, Jack? What do you mean? It would be cool to play with some of the other people who come here for. I mean, yeah. I mean, so far people here have sent me friend requests and stuff. So eventually we're going to do that. So I'm just trying to get more and more used to this game because I haven't fully grasped on everything yet. And again, most of the time I just play solo. That's just the way I play. But eventually for ranked, that's going to be something as well. Like when ranked comes out, or, you know, sometime after ranked comes out, you know, some of you from the chat might come in handy. So especially when it comes to the schedule and all. So I know some of you are from overseas. I'm aware of that. But and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with this game. It really is, because this is a really, really interesting situation we have going on with this game, because there's really no telling what direction things are going to go in. Did I ever play Apex? No. I would say the grind for those badges is uniquely different than COD. Yeah. No, I don't play Battle Royale. Not my thing. I mean, I played a little bit of it when it came out because it looked cool and all, but then I got bored like immediately, so I was like, yep, I'm out. You know, I know Vince Zampella does great shit. You know, he's obviously done COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and then he did Titanfall 1 and 2, and, you know, he's doing Apex now, and then I think he's working on the new Battlefield. So, I mean, Vince knows what he's doing, but Apex just isn't for me. Yeah, I mean, I have to have something fast paced. I have to have something to shoot at a lot, and like arena shooters were for me. Again, all I can say is that to a certain extent, like the community is lucky that I never got a PC early on, because I would have been hooked on Quake so much that I would have played that nonstop, you know, and I'd be a mouse and keyboard player. Like right now, you'd be looking at a mouse and keyboard player. So, yeah, I mean, and on top of that, you know, most of the time when you guys see me stream, like right now, it is almost 3 a.m. in the morning, right? So when I started, it was damn near midnight. So I'm streaming at degenerate hours. So like I'm supposed to be getting the worst of the worst as far as the skill-based matchmaking is concerned. So, you know, you guys can like literally see from game to game exactly what my experience is. So, you know, in my experience, it's not that bad. Again, the only thing with me that, you know, that kind of irritates me a little bit is when I have to play against like 3 people or more on the other team that are teamed up, and they, you know, my teammates quit, and it's like I can't do much. But I enjoy the challenge of just getting a kill on a good player, you know, or on a team of players. I do enjoy that, as long as there's some wiggle room. But again, when that happens, you know, it's going to be arenas ranked, but that arenas ranked is coming first, Taryn. And then after that, they're also going to do BR ranked. I do remember them responding to a tweet about that. Somebody asked them, and then they said arena first. So which means they're going to do BR ranked as well eventually. People in the community are already calling for that. So that is coming. Make no mistake, that is coming. You know, the good thing about this game is that if enough people are asking about it, they're going to make it happen. You know, they want to do whatever it takes in order to save this game, gain community members and all that kind of stuff. They want to. And I honestly don't know from a console perspective, you know, what the numbers are, but hopefully it's enough to where this game can at least continue to have a momentum, because I do not want to see this game fall. I really don't. The last game I got hooked on was Spectre Divide. It was so devastated that they pulled the plug on it. Yeah. I mean, they pulled the plug on X Defiant, which was the game that resurrected my channel and all that other good stuff. You know, I mean, and then lo and behold, this game comes along that's an overall better game, in my opinion. Overall, I mean, you know, it's got more potential. Let's put it that way. So, does the game have keyboard mouse support on console native? I don't know. I play on PC and I'm a controller player, so I don't know as far as console is concerned. I would like to say yes, but I don't know. Somebody in the chat or somebody out there would know. You can always tweet at them and they'll probably answer. Or you can go to the Reddit and they'll answer. The reason why X Defiant is gone is because Ubisoft is shitter. Yeah, I mean, they pulled the plug on that one really, really quickly. I mean, there's no, like, there's a lot of people that will never forgive Ubisoft because of that. So I've been grinding and trying to post daily. I went from Fortnite to this. Really? A Fortnite player going to this? That's interesting. Xbox version offers mouse and keyboard sent. Okay. Yeah, so it would make sense for it to be on Xbox and to have the mouse and keyboard type of option. One thing I like about this game is the potential for user-generated content. Something, yes. 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 I saw earlier, and I was so excited when I saw this. Somebody is creating Raid from Black Ops 2 in this game with the portals and everything, and it looks so good. It's not complete yet, but it looks so good. It's so good. I was like, holy shit. I looked at it, I'm like, I tweeted at Yurgi, I'm like, is that Raid? He's like, you're correct. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, and plus you've got the gameplay of this game. I mean, imagine being familiar with a Call of Duty map, right? And then you've got the gameplay of this game. I mean, dude. And remember, there's no head glitching and stuff like that. So it's going to be like a better version of Raid, right? Because there's not going to be any, you know, yeah. Yeah, with Unreal, yeah, apparently it's easier to create things with Unreal. One thing they had good going for them is the sea of shit, and they basically just tank the company. Good riddance if they end up at this point, honestly. Talking about Ubisoft. So with Fortnite, so you got bored with Fortnite and then you came on to here? And remember, like, Fortnite took away their build mode. Well, I mean, they offered the chance for no build, and people loved the shit out of it. Fork nut? That's funny. Been playing Fortnite for 6 years. I still play, but not very interested. Snooty made a Nuketown map with portals. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the Nuketown map. Like, I saw a video of a few pros playing it. I thought that was really cool. Attica Heights is being made as well from X Defiant. You know, Yurgi's going to be making maps from X Defiant. It's just time consuming, that's all. But he's going to make it. Attica Heights is the first one, and I think Arena is next. So yeah, that's I and on top of that, I also like my personal want in this game would be a free for all. You know, give me a free for all. I would love a free for all. Just please give me a free for all. I have an attachment to this game because of the fact that I played a lot of the OG game, even supported them monetarily. I was there back when the servers would shut down themselves due to overload. Oh yeah, when people started playing. The map marker is pretty awesome. It's like you get immediate functional assets with detailed transform tools, all super fluid. Yeah. Yeah, people out there with amazing skills are going to be doing some cool shit. Like I know that Halo maps are going to be in the game. There's no doubt about it. From Halo 3, you know, Halo 2. Like you know what map would really be good in this game? Haven from Halo 4. For those of you guys that don't remember, Haven was an awesome map in Halo 4, but in this game, it would play even better. Like honestly, like I think the fact that you've got some of these maps from other games that are being implemented into this one, they're going to play even better. And they're not going to be like cut and paste versions of them because of how this game is. So I think it's overall going to be better. I'm really curious as to, you know, what these guys are going to do and how they're going to do it and all that good stuff. So I've seen a literal Krusty Krab map from SpongeBob being played in a video. That was fun. Yeah. In Forge in Halo Infinite, I saw a dude create Andy's room from Toy Story. Dude, if they were to release a free-for-all ranked, oh my gosh, I would love to climb the skill ladder of that. Like there, I would love to climb the skill ladder of a free-for-all ranked. That's going to make me like an even better player if I were to do that. If that ever became a thing. Yeah, you don't get XP from custom games. But maybe that's something they can build into it. Maybe they can make it its own separate system. But again, that would have to be a whole new thing. Free for all should at least be an option for custom servers. It is. It's called Deathmatch. For custom games, it's already an option. You can do it with bots too if you want. But it's in there. Yeah, if you see deathmatch, which is basically team deathmatch without the team, that's what free for all is. It's the before free for all became a name for it, it was called deathmatch. Maybe that can change with the player level system. I hope it's more rewarding than the OG Splitgator's leveling system, though. It didn't feel that rewarding at points. Yeah. Wasn't sure about online. Yep, it's there. Deathmatch is there in custom games, and you can do it. Hopefully we'll see it come into rotation. If it comes into rotation, I am going to play the shit out of it because I love free-for-all. I am a free-for-all freak, and I will, you know, I'll specifically for ranked. Like if you want to get me to play ranked, like, you know, in this game, make a free-for-all, I'm there. Well, I think free-for-all in this game would just be limited to 4 or 5 people on a map. I don't think it would be like 6, 7, or 8 people. I think it would be like more. I think it would be 4 or 5 people on a map. And if it was 6, then that's crazy. I think 5 would probably be the sweet spot for this game. Have I gotten the chance to directly speak with anyone of the dev team? Yes. One of my core memories from the OG game was sitting in the room and letting the enemy team come to me, and I went on a free 12 things for you, laugh my ass off. Yeah, that's the thing. It's an amazing feeling when you're dialed in this game and you're getting kill after kill and getting kill after kill in different ways. It's really rewarding. My only gripe is I would really love for health to recover faster, but I understand why they didn't do that. You know, because they're trying to give the casual players more of a chance to catch somebody who's on lower health that might be better than them, and that gives them the edge to get the kill. So I kind of understand that. So yeah, this game needs to stick around. By whatever the devs need to do, this game absolutely needs to stick around. So best streak I've gone on was a 17-0 to start the match. Yeah, that's a good streak. I suck at streaks. Like, I suck at streaks. I never go for them. I suck at them. I'm just too addicted to the action. I just want to be at the right place at the right time and cause the most mayhem I possibly can. Like, for me in this game, though, like, what I want to do more than anybody else is I just want to get the most damage. Damage is important, you know, in a game like this. In an arena shooter, damage is so important, and if you're causing the most damage, you're helping the team. Like, you're helping the team the most, you know, you're softening up targets and making them easier to get kills on, you know. So when you speed up like crazy with arrows and getting kills, that's when shit gets real for me. And yeah, with the slide and then all that other stuff, absolutely. Absolutely. And it requires practice. It requires practice to be able to control it. You know, you put in the time, and things just start to naturally happen. And again, like I said, a lot of people are not used to left stick aim. And one of the reasons I'm used to it is because of Halo Infinite. Speedy Slayer specifically, yeah. Yeah, it's a great feeling to be able to slide, whether it's offensively or defensively, and to shoot at somebody with like a certain level of precision and get a kill. I love it. Do you think faction abilities should be stronger, making your selection more impactful, or they should remain closer to neutral like they currently are? That's a very good question. Now, if you saw my video about, you know, kind of like me coming up with a new faction, like, okay, here's the thing. If they keep the faction number low, like in terms of like if they don't have many in the game, then I think they should be powerful, yes. But at the same time, they are at a good place right now. Although I think I think Sabras could use a little bit of a buff. I think Arrows is fine where he's at, except I would really like for Arrows to be able to stim shot a little bit faster and recover a little bit faster in that aspect. I would like to see that as well. And obviously the you know, to see through walls, that only needs to happen for the player that's activating it, not the entire team. You know, so yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you know, it is about the guns, and like they're all on a cooldown, so you get them often. So I think we're in a pretty decent place right now. But for pubs, I mean, I would like to see a little bit more juice for me personally. I wish there was more incentive to use the power weapons. A lot of people just ignore them a lot of the time, including myself, because yeah, they're powerful, but it feels like that's all they have. I mean, with power weapons, I mean, if you pick up a foobar, you're guaranteed to get anywhere from 3 to 5 kills. You know, depending on your aim and depending on your positioning and all that. I mean, you're guaranteed at least 3 to 5 kills with the foobar. You know, it's a great rocket launcher. And then I like the dual wielded one. That's really powerful as well. The shotgun's okay. But the thing is, like with me, if I'm addicted to like the base weapon, like one of the things that like I've been the kind of player that gets addicted to like the base weapon or any weapon that's, you know, competitive or just that feels good in a game. Like to me, mastering that weapon and getting more kills with it is just more fun to me. It just becomes addictive. Like you saw me in the beginning, I was a little bit addicted to the jackhammer, and then I started just moving back and forth between assault rifles now. So can you do rocket jump with the foobar? No, I haven't seen it done, so no. And I know exactly what you mean, because that's what they do in Quake. I like to see 3 factions only, but different character abilities that follow each faction's category to an extent, different variants. So in other words, you want more options, basically, like to where you get to choose more options instead of just being tied down to the same passive and the same active. Basically, that's what you're asking, right? You want to be able to have choices to use different options for that faction. I like the power weapons will be used more in the player level systems comes in. because kills will equal XP towards that, and if it's rewarding, then more reason to get more kills. Yeah, I mean, again, so many people are not used to arena shooters because arena shooters are just so classic compared to other shooters. So, but at the same time, it's like, they just forget about the power weapons and where they are, and you know, I could see the factions being more useful, like in 4v4 CTF game. It's a brass for defense or even AV. Yeah, no, they're built around objective play. There's no doubt about it. It just so happens that Team Deathmatch is probably the most popular mode because it has been for a long time in first-person shooter history. Team Deathmatch has always been popular, if not the most popular game mode. Always have been, you know. And even with objectives in mind, one thing that is, in my opinion, the key difference maker is the Slayer. Like, you have to, like, every single pro player can play the objective, but the ones that are the best Slayers are the ones that are feared the most. Like, take for instance, you know, the Optic Dynasty, right? For a while, especially if the game was more Slayer oriented, those guys were not dropping that many tournaments because, I mean, think about it. I mean, Scump, Crimsix, Karma, and Formal. I mean, those guys slay, and they're very good at it. So it's like there's a reason why the Slayer is very feared. You need to have good Slayers on your team in order for objectives to also be. But the thing is, at the same time, if you've got good team chemistry and you're able to actually work together as a team very efficiently, you can still do amazing work. Like the Complexity team, for instance, right? So, yeah, I mean, you have to, like Scump at first was just, you know, a Slayer, and then Rambo showed him, you know, the ropes. You know, you've got a handful of people out there that are not pros, but they've got the gun skill, but there's still a process that you have to do to get to that level and to learn how to play. You know, you've got your communication, which is number one. Like, that's the number one thing, communicating, right? I tweeted at Machiavelli, who's one of the best players in this game, and he basically, you know, I basically asked him, "You going to do any call out videos soon?" And he's like, "I got a bunch of stuff planned." You know, I'm paraphrasing, but so. The two perk pools should be maybe combined into one. One crutch perk will be selected along with one personal preference, like attachments. Well, the perks have to be in their own category for a reason, because it just ends up being non-competitive. You know, you got to draw the line somewhere, I guess. I mean, for pubs, you can get away with doing some really cheesy stuff, but when you're talking about competitive, if anything is just too much to where there's no skill involved in order to succeed, they immediately either gentlemen's agree that shit, or they just ban it, or they just don't use it. You know, like if there's a weapon that pretty much guarantees the person a kill upon using it, like guaranteed 100%, then it's if it's because it's too strong or whatever, they gentlemen's agree that they don't use it because something's broken, you know. It can be annoying getting pub stomped sometimes. Like for me, when I see the score being 20-4 with the enemy team in like a minute, I just like, nope, exit. The more people submit their ideas for the factions, the more I get Destiny vibes. Please no. You know, one thing you got to remember though, Ruling Renegade, one of the things you got to remember is that unless you're playing for money, you know, unless you're actually out there competing and playing for money, you know, the getting the win and or losing or whatnot, it all doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I mean, I know we like to be in the moment and everything, but at the end of the day, all that doesn't matter. What matters is that you try to have fun. And like for me personally, like sometimes if I see something like that, it's like, I wonder if I could be annoying and just make them work for it, you know? And you know, get a kill and kind of ruin their mood a little bit, you know, because if you ever see somebody teabagging you or, you know, shooting your body after they kill you, that's like the ultimate compliment, dude, because you pissed them off in game, right? They were on a streak and then you stopped their streak, or they thought that they weren't going to get killed, but you killed them. You know, they're easily killing your teammates, but they can't kill you. It's stuff like that you know, it's like you may get the loss and all that stuff, but if you make them upset to the point to where they're talking shit to you and teabagging you and shooting your body because you're able to kill them whenever you get in engagements, that's a whole other layer of fun right there. It's like, you know, you piss them off to bring all that out of them. So it's like it's kind of funny, you know? It's like, yeah, you can kill my teammates, you can do all that, but you know, can't get me. And to a lot of players, that pisses them off. You know, if they can kill everybody but they can't kill you, that's like that's a hell of a thing, you know? And sometimes that's how you can meet good players. Like they'll notice that like your teammates quit, but you stuck with it, and at the same time you were actually managing to get kills on them despite the fact that you were outnumbered. You know, they're going to be like, this guy might be, you know, we could use a guy like this on our team or something like that. So, you know, there's some good people out there too. You know, they'll be like, hey, way to stick it out. You know, not all of them are going to be assholes. Some of them are going to tell you. So and so went 74-1, so therefore I must do the same. It matters if one has a fragile ego and lives vicariously through others. Hot and his trash SPM and fucked me up. I mean, dude, they fucked everybody up, you know. But the good news is you can go clean. You know, you can get clean from that shit. You know, you don't remember, nobody's forcing people to play a game, you know. It just so happens that a lot of people are just being held by the hand and they're kind of used to it and they're kind of conditioned to do so and they go back to it. It's simple as that. It is what it is. All right. So, guys, I am going to actually get some rest. It is nearly 3:30 in the morning, and I also need a shower. That's for sure. You know, I got to shave the dome, shower a little bit, and I don't know, depending on when I get up, I might even stream before going to work because I don't go to work till late. So, so I might stream before going to work, depending on what time I get up. Or if not, I'll stream after work. You know, it'll be late, but I'll stream after work, and it'll be the weekend, so that means more people will be playing, and you guys will be on as well because most of you guys are off on weekends. I know that. So, but regardless, I really enjoy the fact that you guys are here with me on a weekday. You know, talking to you guys is what makes it more fun. You know, it's the chatting and the interaction is where it's at. You know, why else stream? You know what I mean? So. But thank you. You guys have been very supportive. I really appreciate you guys being here. And we will be playing, by the way. We will be playing eventually. You know, we will get custom games going or we will team up. And don't forget there's ranked coming. So we will be playing. So that will come eventually. So you guys have a wonderful night or a morning or wherever you guys are at. So, all right. I'll catch you guys on the next stream and we'll talk some more. All right. You guys take care. I'll see you on the next one.